When you watch Tom, you saw this tall, gangly-looking kid, looked like having ever seen a weight room. Ran a 5.2 something, one of the slowest quarterbacks in the combine. Does he wow you throwing the ball? Mm-mm. There were some other guys that could shoot it, and he had just an okay arm. Did his coaches at Michigan really stand on the table and say, this is the greatest thing since Joe Montana? No, not even close. They had to decide if it was he or Drew Henson.
What if I told you that the greatest quarterback in NFL history was nearly overlooked? Passed up by every single team multiple times in the draft, Tom Brady's story is one of relentless pursuit and the defiance of odds.
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
From a 6th-round pick to becoming the most decorated quarterback in NFL history, Brady's journey is filled with moments that leave us wondering, how did he do it? What made him so unstoppable in his prime? Was it his legendary work ethic, his uncanny ability to read defenses, or perhaps an unbreakable will that drove him? Today, we're diving deep into Tom Brady's prime years, where records were shattered, legends were born, and football was changed forever. Tom Brady's rise to greatness was not instant. Growing up in San Mateo, California, he wasn't the only highly recruited player. In fact, his high school career was relatively underwhelming compared to other NFL greats. Still, what set him apart was an insatiable drive to succeed. Brady was known for his intense work ethic, even in those early days, spending hours after practice improving his throwing mechanics and understanding the game at a deeper level. This relentless commitment caught the attention of college scouts. But even at the University of Michigan, he was not the obvious choice for greatness. At Michigan, Brady had to fight for his spot every single day. He battled with Drew Henson, a highly touted recruit who many believed would take over the starting role. But Brady wasn't just competing, he was learning. Learning how to deal with pressure, how to stay composed, and how to rise when the moment demanded it. One of his first standout performances came in the 2000 Orange Bowl against Alabama, where he threw for 369 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading his team to a thrilling overtime victory.
Michigan wins in overtime.
This was the first real glimpse of what would later define Brady's career. A quarterback who thrives under pressure, who never gives up, and who always finds a way to win. Fast forward to the 2000 NFL Draft, and you have the moment that changed NFL history forever. A scrawny, unimpressive-looking quarterback out of Michigan, named Tom Brady, waited for his name to be called. 6 rounds went by, and still no team showed interest. It wasn't until the 199th pick that the New England Patriots finally took a chance on him. And yet, even as he walked up to the stage, no one could have predicted that this late-round pick would revolutionize the game of football. In his first year, Brady sat on the bench, watching, learning, and preparing. Then in 2001, fate intervened when starting quarterback Drew Bledsoe suffered a serious injury. Brady stepped in, and from that moment, the NFL would never be the same. The 2001 season became the launching pad for Tom Brady's legacy. When he took over as the starter, the Patriots were a struggling team with little hope. But Brady's calm leadership and precise throws turned the franchise around. The Patriots finished the season with an 11-5 record and secured a spot in the playoffs. What followed was a remarkable playoff run that culminated in an unforgettable Super Bowl 36 victory over the heavily favored St. Louis Rams. With less than 2 minutes on the clock and the game tied, Brady drove his team down the field to set up a game-winning field goal. That game wasn't just about winning a championship, it marked the beginning of a dynasty and the rise of a player who would redefine the quarterback position for generations. From 2007 to 2015, Tom Brady reached his peak, an era that would cement his status as the greatest of all time. The 2007 season was a game-changer. Brady, now a seasoned veteran, was given a new weapon in Randy Moss, one of the greatest receivers ever. The result? A record-breaking season where Brady threw for 4,806 yards and an unprecedented 50 touchdowns.
Go long for Moss. Moss has his first touchdown as a Patriot.
The Patriots went 16-0 in the regular season, showcasing one of the most potent offenses the NFL had ever seen. Brady's precision passing and ability to dissect defenses made him nearly unstoppable. While the Patriots fell just short in Super Bowl 42 against the New York Giants, that season's offensive performance remains one of the most dominant in NFL history. Brady's prime wasn't just defined by his ability to throw deep bombs. It was his complete mastery of the quarterback position. His pocket awareness, decision-making, and quick release became the gold standard for quarterbacks everywhere. During these years, Brady also began to refine his ability to read defenses pre-snap, which became a hallmark of his game. Defenses would try to disguise their coverages, but Brady's pre-snap analysis and ability to call audibles at the line of scrimmage made him nearly impossible to fool. This skill allowed the Patriots to run a highly adaptable offense that could shift from a run-heavy to a pass-heavy game plan on a moment's notice. Over the next few years, Brady continued to show why he was in a league of his own. In the 2011 season, he threw for 5,235 yards, leading the Patriots back to the Super Bowl. While they lost again to the Giants in another heartbreaker, Brady's performance continued to elevate him above his peers. He showed that even in defeat, his resilience and ability to lead made him a force to be reckoned with. Arguably, the most iconic moment of Brady's career came in Super Bowl 49 against the Seattle Seahawks. Down 10 points in the fourth quarter, Brady led the Patriots on 2 touchdown drives to reclaim the lead. Then, the defense made a legendary goal line stand to secure the victory. Brady's performance earned him his 4th Super Bowl ring and his 3rd Super Bowl MVP. The way he carved up Seattle's Legion of Boom defense, which was regarded as one of the best of all time, demonstrated why Brady was truly in a class of his own. But Brady's career-defining moment might be the comeback against the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 51. Down 28-3 midway through the third quarter, the game seemed completely over. What followed was perhaps the greatest comeback in NFL history. Brady methodically picked apart the Falcons' defense, throwing for 466 yards and 2 touchdowns. His poise under pressure and ability to rally his team remains a defining moment in sports history, as the Patriots won 34-28 in overtime. It was a performance that exemplified everything Brady stood for: resilience, excellence, and an unbreakable will to win. As Brady approached his 40s, his game showed no signs of decline. In 2017, at 40 years old, he won his 3rd MVP award, throwing for 4,577 yards and 32 touchdowns. Brady's ability to adjust his playing style as he aged kept him at the top of the game longer than anyone thought possible. His commitment to health and fitness, popularized by the TB12 method, became a point of fascination across sports, emphasizing pliability, recovery, and a strict diet. His incredible longevity allowed him to remain not just a starting quarterback, but an elite one well into his 40s. Another notable achievement in his later years was Brady's move to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020. Many doubted if he could replicate his success outside the Patriots system, but in typical Brady fashion, he silenced the critics, leading the Buccaneers to an 11-5 record and a wild-card berth. He went on to win his 7th Super Bowl title, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 55. This win made him the oldest quarterback to win a Super Bowl and demonstrated his ability to adapt and succeed in a new environment with new teammates. What sets Brady apart from other quarterbacks, especially during his prime, is his mental game. Beyond his physical abilities, it was his mental fortitude that often gave him the edge. Known for his intense preparation, Brady would often spend hours watching game tape, identifying even the smallest tells in opposing defenses. He wasn't just playing the game, he was playing chess when everyone else was playing checkers. His ability to outthink his opponents allowed him to exploit weaknesses that others wouldn't see until it was too late. Brady also leveraged his competitive nature to push his teammates. Stories from the Patriots locker room frequently tell of Brady's relentless desire to win at all costs. This wasn't just about talent, It was about creating a culture of excellence, accountability, and preparation that translated into championships. Tom Brady's legacy goes beyond the Super Bowl titles, MVP awards, and records. His journey from a lightly regarded draft pick to the pinnacle of the NFL embodies the American dream. The idea that hard work, dedication, and belief in oneself can lead to extraordinary success. Younger quarterbacks now model their preparation and approach on Brady. His film study habits, relentless work ethic, and mental toughness have set a new standard for what it takes to be a franchise quarterback. Brady's impact isn't just about his on-field performance. He has inspired a generation of athletes to challenge the limits of what's possible, to push their bodies and minds beyond the norm, and to defy expectations at every turn. He became a cultural icon, showing that greatness isn't just about talent, but about mastering the craft, understanding the game, and outworking everyone around you. Tom Brady's prime wasn't just about numbers or trophies. It was about redefining what it means to be great. His meticulous preparation, unyielding drive, and unparalleled football IQ elevated him to a level rarely seen in sports. With each game, each comeback, and each championship, Brady proved that greatness is not a gift, but a relentless pursuit of perfection. And while the world may never see another Tom Brady again, his legacy will continue to inspire generations of athletes to believe in the impossible. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into the world of sports legends, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more incredible stories.